cage cleaning night. I don't have to clean out Bullseye and Angus. I did them yesterday. It happened a bit early because I was ready to spot clean their cage yesterday morning, and it was just one of those moments of, I can't even deal with this. It was like a little poo party. It's like they had little poo piñatas. It was everywhere. And I just was like, I'm not even spot cleaning this. I just rolled up their liners and gave them a fresh cage. So I am going to change their beds though, because they didn't need their beds changed. So they have fresh enough liners. Just going to get them some new beds and get some laundry started. And we'll be doing full cage cleaning though for everybody else. So I will be right back. I just have to spot clean. So just before I spot clean, I'm just going to give Bullseye his medication. Good boy. And now we got to clean up all the little poopies. These boys are on a very manly fleece. Some pretty teal colored butterflies. There's pink, there's purple. There we go. I think Bullseye's starting to have some arthritis. Sometimes he's got a bit of just a teeny minor limp. Sometimes when he's getting really rowdy, you can kind of tell. So he is a senior now, so I could see him being my next senior that has a bit of arthritis going on. He's not losing any weight or anything like that, and he gets around. It's just some days it seems like he's strained himself a bit. But then little Angus here sure keeps him young. Hey, buddy. What are you doing? Okay, that's good. That's better. Oh, I missed a couple. Here we go. Alright, so if I'm ever not talking for a few minutes, people said that they don't mind, that they would rather it was silent for a minute than me speeding it up with music. So if I am not talking, it's most likely because I've gone away for a second to grab some pads. One of the things I am doing is making it stay stationary, just so it's not so jostling for people, because I know when it's on my head, I am moving my head around all over the place. Oh, somebody's yelling. Hey, mister. Okay, so these guys are going to be done. I'm just going to top up their hay. I have to put the plexiglass back over. This keeps little flying piggies inside the cage. So I'm just going to go grab some hay. So got some nice Timothy hay, and these boys are good. I'm gonna find some beds later. They don't have to have beds over there right yet. Probably gonna find them a couch or a cuddle cup or a cube or something. But for now, these guys are good. So one cage down. Okay, so Willie's gonna be next in line Just gonna take out some of his stuff. He's gonna get his bum soaked to get any residue off of his prolapsed penis. It does get junked up every, I don't know, probably once a week. I have to give him a bit of a bath to get some crusty stuff off, and then I can put his coconut oil on so that it feels nice and smooth and is protected. Hi, Willie. Hello, buddy. So I'm gonna put his hay over for Nammy and Raisin to snack on. Okay, so for Willie's tubby time, I use a little dish. What do you want to call it? Basin? No, dish tub. I got this from Walmart for a couple dollars. Put fleece in the bottom for traction, and then just nice warm water. Okay, buddy. Hi, baby. It's okay. Up we go. It's okay, sweetheart. Lift your head up. Good boy. There you go. So I'll just let them soak in here for a couple minutes. It's just long enough so that the skin around his penis softens up and gets any junk off. Hello, it's Nurse Bun Bun. Whenever we're doing stuff on the floor, Bun Bun has to come over to see what's happening. Just needs to help. So when we were at the vet's last, that was when Willie was having the falling down troubles, his vertigo type symptoms, which he still does have that. He's just learning to cope. My vet felt around his stomach to feel where the tumor was, and he actually felt like it was more of an enlarged spleen versus a tumor, and he said it felt like nothing concerning to him because Willie really didn't react at all. He didn't act like it was tender or sensitive. He didn't make any sound or any reaction when he was squishing him all over feeling it. So he said to him that just seems like an age-related thing. So that was good news. So really it doesn't seem like it is a tumor at all. So that was positive. You ready to get out of here? Okay, buddy boy. Okay. Stay right there. You're a good boy. You don't have very far to go, sweetheart. Just dry off your little feetsies. So there's his skin that hangs out, and it's nice and pink. When it starts to get gummed up with stuff, it looks kind of brown, and it kind of just feels like waxy stuff sticking off of it. So it's always so nice to get them all tidy and have them all fresh up. And it probably feels a lot better too, because once you clean it off a bit, it tucks back up a little bit farther. It's still always going to be sticking out, but... And then putting on the coconut oil, I think just gives it, you know, a little layer of protection, because unfortunately that does drag on the ground. So, and coconut oil is actually a really great thing. It's naturally antibacterial and antifungal and a nice moisturizer. Oh, you got hay on your head. What's it do? You got hay on your head. Okay. So I am just going to finish tidying his cage. I just flipped his liner in half, so he's on the clean half, and I'm just going to go grab his fresh liner. So Willie's just going to hang out there for a minute. So I'm going to try Willie with a Guineadad liner. I'm going to hook up a tunnel to like the cozy pocket area. See if he might like to sleep under that. We're going to give it a whirl anyway. Here, buddy. Just got to put you over here. Good boy. set you right there. Oops. Beep beeps. Beep 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 beeps. So I'm not sure how well this will work, but I'm going to give it a whirl. I'm going to put his vet bed underneath the pocket. So that that's something soft for him to lay on. And then I'm going to hook this tunnel under so that it kind of lifts it up so he can go under. He can go through the tunnel or just underneath this part. Not sure what he's going to think. So if he's not using it, I'm going to go back to giving him a different bed. But maybe he might like to hide and get comfy under there. We will find out. So there's the tunnel where he can go under that'll lead right under the pocket, or he can sneak under here. We'll see what happens. Since he can't see, I'm not sure if he'll use it or not. Look out, little Willie. There you go, buddy. Okay, so I'll update you on that. We'll see what he does. If he's not using it, I'll just... Okay, so it's time for Apple to get her medication. She is on her antifungal because she has her yeast infection back. She absolutely hates when I pick her up for this. She knows what time it is. So she's probably going to have a little yell. Yeah, she never runs from me like this except when I have to pick her up for this. So it's always a rodeo. Okay, sweetie. It's okay. Come on. Come on, honey. Come on. Come on, sweetheart. Oh, this is getting silly. Come on. Come on, hon. I can't reach you. Okay, Mommy's getting cross. Let's stop messing around. Okay? I know this sucks. Good girl. There you go. Okay, so I have a little piggy burrito named Apple. We just did a little bum bath. She has a lot of dry, crusty skin now that she's healing right around her vagina, so I like to get that all cleared off. We still have just over a week of treatment, so I wanted to do it now so that I'm not disrupting the balance of her chemistry downtown after she is all healed. So I just wanted to get rid of all those flakes now because we still have a bunch of antifungal to go. So I just gotta give her this stuff now. Not sure if she'll take it sitting here. Good girl. That's a good girl. So I'm going to dry her bum off with the towel, and then if needed, I do have a hair dryer down here. You're okay. You're doing just fine. This is what's making you feel better. Tonight is going to be a long cage cleaning because we have so many extra little things we were doing tonight. That's the way it goes. Okay, this will be close to your last bit. You're okay. I know you're starting to get mad. You're such a good girl, though. Got one more shot, okay? Good girl. Good baby. Now do we dry your little bum bum off? Dry that cute little hiney? That probably feels better. We got rid of lots of dry skin. Because what happens when she's having her fungal infection, the biggest... Okay, so I just put Apple back. I just quickly folded back the liners so that I could put her on a fresh piece while I go grab their fresh liners to put down. So after a bath, I don't want to be putting her right back onto a dirty liner, so I shall be right back. Great, so we have some nice, fresh, clean liners, a fresh bum, and a fresh, clean cage. So for bathing my guinea pigs, yes, I said bathing, not bathing, I use Gorgeous Guinea's Kind and Gentle shampoo. Gorgeous Guineas you can purchase online. There is a link in the description box. I just recently redid my little description box to make it all fancy and easy to look at with shops that I buy from, my most popular video topics that people ask about, things like that. Highly recommend Gorgeous Guineas because if you're ever giving your guinea pig a bath, you want to use guinea pig safe shampoo. And I find the Kind and Gentle is awesome because it can be used for the skinny pigs because it's that gentle. That's what I used on Kelvin all the time when he was a senior and needed his tummy bath. And it never once irritated him. So it's a winner in my books. There's a nice little bed there for you. Apple is such a cute little bum. It's like a little tutu because she's an Abby and it just looks like a little tutu to me. Okay. There we go. How does that feel to be fresh and clean? So I'm just going to give these guys a little pile here of some Timothy hay. It also gives Apple a chance to get something on her tummy since she just had her antifungal. Because a little bit later is when I give out the cucumber after everybody's clean. Okay, so we're on to Nanaimo and Raisin. I believe these little chicky pouets need their nails clipped. So we're going to add that in today too. So tonight's one of the cage cleaning nights that's going to take a while, as I already said. Got lots of stuff to do. So down below, where their bins are for fleece, I had to start covering that with grids. Seymour decided one day to jump in and rip up some of my fleece. So I had to put barriers all around it because I thought I had it covered. I put stuff onto the sides and then he must have decided to jump in the front. Not sure what made him finally decide to go do that because we've been down here for, I don't know, 6, 7, 8 months. I don't even know how long. And he's never done that. So he must have decided it was time to venture into the bins and wreck Mommy's fleece. So I was kind of annoyed because he got a couple of my 1x2 liners that were fairly new. So now grids surround those. What a bad boy, eh? Okay, so I'm gonna get one of these victims first, and we're gonna do some nails. Okay, so first we have Nammy. Nammy is just a sweetheart. She's the piggy who has a heart murmur. But luckily, so far, that does not affect her. She's super active and very happy with Raisin. Nammy has clear nails, so they're awesome. I can see where her quick is, so we can move fairly fast. So all the pigs, I do file their back nails just to make sure there's no sharp points. For the skinny pigs, it was so they don't scrape their skin. And then for the furry pigs, they still scratch close to their eye and stuff, so I want to make sure it's smooth and nobody gets hurt. Good girl. Nammy is a little angel to have out on your lap. She's so sweet. She may be nervous in the cage, but she does love lap time. She's, oh, you see that? We got a headbutt, so I better hurry up. When your guinea pigs give you a headbutt, that means that they're not digging what you're doing. So if you're petting them and they headbutt you, they want you to stop touching their head. So she sure told me. Okay, would you just hold on, sweet pea. Just gotta keep your little feet still. Okay, look that way. I don't want to get your whiskers. Good girl. Just a couple more, okay? Oh, we might not even have to do those ones. I don't think there's much. Okay, just this one, okay? Hold real still. Promise? Good girl. Good girl, Nammies. Good girl. Now we'll go get Raisin. Okay, so we got Wild Child number 2. Raisin has done really well though. She's gotten a lot calmer for being out. I think you got a poopy stuck on your foot. I can hear Reese squealing. I think Reese is in heat and Littlefoot is bugging her. Good girl. Yeah, you have a poopy squished on your foot. Okay, stay still. Oh, ow! Ow! Shooty! Okay. No, hun. Don't bite. Raisin. Raisin. Okay, you're being silly. She is biting today. So guinea pigs, when they're nervous or scared, they'll bite. And that is something that little Raisin does. Okay, you okay? I have to get your other side here. Okay, sweetheart? So let's take a deep breath. Okay, she's having a really bad day today. She's not usually this bad. Come on, hon. Okay, I'll put you down, and I'm just gonna hold your paw. Get that poop off there. Yuck. Good girl. We're almost done. There's Bun Bun's here. Okay, that's good enough. So that is life with Raisin. She's really good girl, can't complain, but she does get super nervous, and she bit my finger hard. But we shall survive. Alright, so I am ready to finish cleaning their cage. So out of all the pigs that I've had, I've only ever had 2 piggies bite me. Raisin is one, and the only time she's ever bit me was grabbing onto my finger like you saw when I'm clipping nails. And the other piggy who has bit me was Butter Pecan of all piggies. Sweet, sweet little baby Butter Pecan hates her front nails being clipped and will grab my finger all the time really hard. which is hilarious to me because, as you could see from video footage, Pecan has to be my tamest little baby. But there's something about me clipping her front nails that she is not impressed with. She doesn't do it every time, but once in a while she gives me a run for my money. Raisin doesn't grab onto my finger all the time either. I'm not sure. She seemed to be having a bad day today. She just didn't seem in that good of a mood for sitting. Sometimes she's quite calm, and today she was just a little bit on the crab gut side. But that's alright. You just get to know what your pigs are like, and you can't hold it against them if they're having a bad day. Piggies will be how piggies will be. Hey. Fun. Some of my fleece fell on the floor there, like the stuff I'm using for Nammy and Raisin's cage right now. And guess who had to run right over and try to rip it apart? Mr. Bun. Good thing I grabbed it, because it's my brand new gingerbread stuff. I haven't had it for very long. And he's already trying to rip it a new one. He is a crazy man. I don't get what it is with fleece that he just wants to destroy in an instant. Okay, we'll put that under here. So you guys got your nice private area because you girls are so crazy. Those two ladies, honestly. Are always getting worked up about something. Even though Nammy, as I said, is sweet as can be out of the cage, in the cage she can be really spazzy. Okay, ladies, I'm just gonna put this under here. Pardon me. I'm not sure where to put your other couch though. I guess I didn't really think that through. We'll put it over here. It'll be in the open and I doubt you'll use it, but that's fine. And we'll put your little wood log. So I stopped using a hay rack for Nammy and Raisin. All they do is just rip every last piece out of their hay rack and put it on the floor. So there's no point. So if they're just going to take their hay and put it all over the floor, I might as well just start it out like that. Okay, so these crazy ladies are done and they're on my favorite ginger print I have ever seen. So cute. Just gotta sweep up. Okay, so now I'm on to the trio's cage. So first I just gotta take out most of their items before we get really started. Oh, somebody peed on the end of this even though I put a pad in there. Boo. So I believe, as I mentioned earlier, I could hear Reese doing some squealing. I think she's in heat. She seems a little bit riled up with Littlefoot. gonna save what hay is good. We'll set it up there and we'll make a mess up there. How's that? If you're ever cleaning out cages and the poop and the pee and the hay and all that grosses you out, you can always wear gloves. I just wash my hands between cages and between handling the guinea pigs, and I don't care. Doesn't really gross me out at all. I just know from time to time it gets mentioned about me touching guinea pig poop and stuff without gloves on my hands. A little piggy poo never hurt anybody, eh? So as I've mentioned before, I clean the chloroplast base once a week. I clean cages full out twice a week. And I do the chloroplast base cleaning on nights that I'm not filming because it takes a while and it's boring to watch. So I use half vinegar, half water solution, spray it on, wipe it off, wipe it dry. Works great. So at this far end, I'm going to put a Guineadad liner. Let these guys have a little pocket to play in. I'm going to put an extra pad underneath the pocket because I can just see it now that it's going to be popular and get peed on a lot. So in order to help it last longer, I'm going to put an extra 1x2 liner underneath, just like I would for any areas where they're sleeping on. Just an extra pad so that if it gets soiled, I can remove it. There we go. Let's see what you guys think of that. So I'm going to probably put a tunnel leading in there so that they know they can go under. What do you think, guys? Hey, what are you doing? You're not supposed to be doing that. You can. Come on. Don't be chewing that. Ow. I almost tripped over a fiddle stick on the floor. What's going on under here? What's happening? Sounds like a lot of craziness. back in here before I fall on them again. Okay, so these guys are done. Everyone's all stacked up with hay. I just gotta shake out a couple more liners and then it'll be snack time.